So today we're going to talk about Google Documents. The easiest browser to use, of course, is Google Chrome, but other browsers work as well. The first thing you have to do is create an account or sign into an already existing Google account. So I'm going to use my school account here and type in my password. And now I'm logged in. So the next thing you can do is you can either go here and just type in Docs, and it pops up right away for me since I've been there before. But you can also click on this Apps thing right here, and it should be right there, Documents. So this will take you to the Google Docs website. And as soon as it loads, you can see I have the documents, shows all the documents that I've ever created on this account for Google Docs. You can also upload documents to this if you created them in a different program. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the menu, and there's a couple different things here. The first thing is the Documents, which is obviously creates a document. The next thing is Google Sheets, which creates a spreadsheet, and then Google Slides, which creates a PowerPoint. You can also open Settings and your Help here, and your Google Drive. This will put it in the grid view, which is a little bit, you can actually see what's on the document. And here you can sort your options of how you want to view it. So right now it's on last opened by me, but you can also sort them by last modified, last edited by me, and the title in alphabetical order. And if you do this, then you can either download documents or upload documents this way. So if you want to create a new document, you click this plus down here and you can see that it says Create New Document. So as soon as it loads, this is what your dashboard is going to look like when you're creating a new document. Up here you can see you can rename your document, and we'll just call it Fun for now with an exclamation point. And then you can either hit Enter on your keyboard or hit OK. If you star it, that'll make it a favorite, and that will put it higher up on your list when you're on your Google document menu page. If you move it to a folder, this will move it to a folder in your Google Drive. Here you can print your document, you can undo and redo. You have zoom, you can go in or out, and there's different text styles depending on what you're typing on your document. Here you have your different fonts, and you can add more fonts if you desire. You can change the font size, you can make your font bold, you can italicize it, underline it, or you can change the color. It is also possible on Google Documents to add a link that will link directly to a website. Here you can insert a comment, and you can change the alignment of the cursor. You can align it to the left, put it in the center, put it on the right, or justify it, which will just spread everything out so that it looks more even. There are more options as well. You can look at your line spacing. For example, a lot of papers require double spacing, or you can do single spacing, 1.15, which just puts a little bit of space between the lines, and 1.5, which puts half the distance of a line between the lines. If you want to make a list or an outline, this is where you would do that, and there's several different formats to choose from depending on your needs. You can also create a bulleted list if you're looking for something a little less formal. And if you do have lists, either a numbered or a bulleted, these two options will decrease or increase the indent. And here you can clear the formatting if you don't like the way that it works. So on your file menu, you have this share option, which if you hit it, will open up this form, and you can either enter names or email addresses for people to invite people to edit, comment, or view. Or you can get the shareable link and copy this link and send it to somebody, or submit it to an assignment online. And the nice thing about Google Documents is you can, if you share a document and you say that they can edit, then two or more people can be editing at the same time. There's other things on your file menu as well, such as creating a new document, spreadsheet, presentation, form, or drawing, or you can open something from a template. You can open any other documents you might have. You can rename the file, or you can also rename the file by just clicking on it. You can make a copy if you don't want somebody to be editing the exact same document you are. You can move it to a folder in your Google Drive. You can move it to the trash if you don't want to keep it. You can change the language if you speak a different language, like Magyar, or you can download it, and there's several different ways you can download it. You can download it as a Microsoft Word document. You can download it as an open document, which is usually used more on Macs or any of these other PDF. You will not be able to edit it. Plain text is a little bit different. It's not a document, it's more of a note kind of format. You can publish it to the web if you're wanting to put it somewhere else. You can email all the collaborators if you have more than 2 or 3 people working on it. This button will just let you email everybody, and you can say, hey, I don't think this is working, can we try something different? Or something similar if you need to send a message to all of your collaborators. Or you can email it as an attachment. You can also look at the page setup here, where you can change the orientation. Portrait would be up and down, landscape would be with the longer side to the top, at the top. And you can also change the size if you're working on a different kind of project. You can change the page color if you're wanting to create a poster or something, and you can change the margins here. And you can also change the margins right here if you drag this, and that will change the margin. This part is grayed out because that's the standard once you hit 1 inch in. But if you need more room on a page, you can change that as well. Edit, you also have your undo and redo here, as once again it's also right here, really simple for you. And if you just scroll over any of these options, that'll show what it is right away for you. You can also do a web clipboard if you have a picture, an image, or a website copied. You can put it on your web clipboard and you can easily insert it here. You've got your find and replace tool. You can view it in different formats. You can insert images, links, equations, drawings, special characters, which is usually a higher math characters that may not be on your keyboard. Formatting is all here in case there's not something across your top board. You can check your spelling. You can do a research to see if anything is plagiarized. You can define words, and you can do a word count here. And you can also translate a document here, but sometimes that is not the best way to do translations of documents, so it's probably not the best way if you're trying to cheat on an assignment or something. Here you can insert a table, and it'll just open up this format, and you can insert your table, and you can decide how big you want that or how small you want that. You can also get add-ons, but I don't have any add-ons on my program right now, so we won't mess with that. And if you need any help, then you can search the menus. For example, if we wanted to undo something, then that just shows it right there. And it also shows the hot links right here for what you might want to do. Or if you need a little bit more help than that can provide you, then you can open your documents help, and that will give you a more advanced help. And everything, like it says, every change you make is automatically saved in Drive, and it tells me that my last edit was 2 minutes ago. So I can see if it's actually saving it as often as I need it to, or if I need to wait for a little bit longer for it to automatically save. And that is how you work Google Docs.